So, how do you gain followers on Instagram organically? Tip number 1, be clear on your niche. This might seem very basic, but trust me, this is where so many people go wrong already. But you're in luck because you found your way to this video and now you know that most likely you're gonna have to be even more clear on what your profile is all about. If you're a business owner, you've probably already defined your unique selling point. Focus on that and don't go too broad. If you still feel unsure about what your unique selling point is, figure that out first and stop stressing about gaining followers on Instagram for now. Tip number 2, write a kick-ass bio. This goes hand in hand with tip number 1. You need to be clear on what your profile is all about to get this done properly. Generally, the Instagram bio is such an underestimated part. It is actually one of the first things that people see when they click on your profile and when they decide whether they want to follow you or not. Obviously, you're not going to gain followers from having a nice bio, there's so much more to it, so it's like an indirect factor which definitely plays a big role though. So use the space of the Instagram bio to tell people what they will get from following your account. Tip number 3 is a very obvious one, it's to become more visible. If no one sees your account, no one will follow you. So you need to be visible. The following is a strategy that not many people online talk about, but it's actually part of the hot sauce in growing your following on Instagram. And you know, sharing is caring and I care, so I'll let you know. Here's what you're gonna do. Go through hashtags in your niche and comment on other people's photos. Do not just like them. You need to make a comment. When you comment on a post instead of just liking it, you not only get seen by the author of the post, because let's be real, even if someone just gets 50 likes, you're one of 50. But the comment area is always less crowded. So you're gonna stand out way more for that person if you actually make a comment on their post. And you also increase your chance to be seen by other people that also check out that post. So doing that increases your chance to be seen by the author of the post and by every single person that also sees that post. This is a great method to gain followers on Instagram and it works like a charm, trust me. Tip number 4, create viral content. This is another overlooked growth method. And I know you're probably like, yeah, we all want viral content, but we also all want to be millionaires, but here we are. Well, let me tell you something. We all can be millionaires, and we all can create viral content. It would be too much to explain the ins and outs of that, but trust me, it isn't so complicated to create content that goes viral. Maybe not the you get invited by Ellen viral, but viral enough to really boost your Instagram following. Tip number 5, do more of what's working for you. In order to continuously grow your account, you're going to want to continuously analyze the performance of your existing posts. So just go through your post and check the metrics to see what has worked and what hasn't. Do your selfies perform best, or maybe your graphics? Whatever it is, do more of that. Be aware though to keep an eye on all metrics, so not just likes and comments, for example. A post might have gotten a lot of likes, but also pay attention, for example, to how many saves a photo got, because that also tells you that a piece of content that you created was actually really valuable to your following. I like to say that the save is like the super like on Instagram because it not only means that the person likes your photo, but actually they find it so valuable that they want to look at it again and save it for later. So summed up, analyze, and analyze more and then act accordingly. My next tip is consistency. You've probably heard it a lot of times before and it's always a bit blah and vague, but this is actually one of the key factors why people are not seeing the results that they're aiming for. You have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent.
Welcome to Touch Technology Review. I noticed a brand new feature that was rolled out very quietly on Instagram last week, and that is the ability to add alt text to your images. So I thought I'd spend a few moments to explain what that is and also a hands-on demonstration on how you can do it. So alt text essentially has been around since the early days of web development, and it allows you to add a description to your image online. So this is always being used for search engines such as Google to scour through a website, not only read its written content, but also understand the images that are placed in amongst that content. So it's very useful for search engines. It's also useful for accessibility for those with visual impairments, for example, that they can actually come across content that is in visual form and get a description about what that image is. So Instagram are now using it. It's going to have benefits for people searching through the Google search engine, but also in their own Instagram search. They're going to combine it with hashtags. They'll get the AI to synthesize both hashtags and your alt text and provide more contextual, meaningful search for people looking for specific content on Instagram. So there's certainly a number of reasons to be using it. Also, this is not official in any way. I haven't found any documentation to support it, but I do believe that alt text is probably going to be used for voice in the not too distant future. So for Google, Alexa, Siri, Cortana, whatever voice search you might be using right now, I think most social media platforms, most websites will be gearing up towards providing content for voice platforms. And this could be another reason why alt text is being rolled out on Instagram in 2019. There's a couple of ways you can do this. First of all, when you're adding a brand new post, tap on the plus button on the bottom of the screen, add your image, tap on the next option, and then scroll down to the bottom of the screen where you'll see an option for advanced settings. Tap on that, you'll see an option that allows you to write your alt text. So here you can write a descriptive caption about your text, so make sure it's accurate. In this example, I've got a couple of cameras, so I'd probably choose to use the name of the brand. In this case, I've got two Olympus, an old retro camera, and one of the new OMDs. So I might type in something to the effect of Olympus OM1 versus OMD photography. So that's quite a descriptive phrase to get the search engines to understand exactly what is inside that content. If you want to go into a previous post to add alt text, tap on the icon on the right-hand corner of the screen, go into edit mode, and you'll see on the left-hand bottom corner an option to tag, where you can go in and tag people or products if you have that enabled. And on the bottom right-hand corner of the image, you'll see an option to add your alt text. Similar to before, just go ahead and enter a descriptive statement that describes the image in the best possible way. Tap on done. And it's as simple as that. You've just added some alt text to one of your previous posts.
And today I'll be showing you how to get free instant Instagram followers, all completely free. You don't have to give your actual account info and all that. So first we're going to just log to our bot account. It's called CaveHodge107. So when we refresh it, we still have the same followers. We have 0 followers. So now we're going to go to this website called poughkeepsiehome.com. I'll leave a link in this in the description for people who don't want to type it in. So English, log in. Just select whatever language it is. And once you're on the home page, you're going to click on this name thing, and it's going to take you to this. And you want to just copy and paste your username, CaveHodge107. And make sure you have a profile picture, otherwise it will give you less points, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So now I need to change my password. Just going to reload this page very quick. CaveHodge, and my password. Log in, and it should take a few seconds just to log you in. And once you get in the page, you'll see that this website has like many panels. Like there's followers, likes, comments, send likes to comments, video views, and more followers. This is for seeing people who are following you or unfollowing you. So now we're just gonna go to send follower, which is the first one, and we're gonna want to type in. Let's just go bot my gaming account. I'll just remove the bots later, but this is basically my gaming account. Go follow me. I post Fortnite montages every 4 days. We're going to copy this, and we're going to paste it over here. Vera.blueberry. You should search it, and it's going to show your thing. So make sure that your account is public, because if it's private, you'll get less followers. So we're going to put our number of followers as 25, because it says we have 25 tokens. If you put like 1 million, it's still going to send you like 25 at most. So we're just going to put in 25. It should take a few seconds just to send the followers. And once they send the followers, I'll get back to you guys. Note that it takes a while because this website's basically logging in into like 25 different accounts and following you on every single account. So it might take from anywhere from 10 seconds up to 2 minutes. And it's just said sent to follower to account. If we refresh it, we have 919 now. So as you can see, this completely work. So what this website does is it basically sends followers bit by bit. Sometimes the most it sends at one time is 16. So you're just going to want to press on send follower again for multiple times until you run out of all 25. But I'm not going to do that because I really don't like botting my own accounts, especially because I don't like seeing my views so low and having tons of followers. So I'm just going to remove these followers later. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoy botting yourselves. And be sure to check out my merch also, which I have my store. It's in the link in the description. And follow both my Instagrams, which is vera.bluebear and William the Fat Kid, which is my personal.
Super excited to kick off this week on Instagram. Everything Instagram. We're talking hashtags, we're talking scheduling, we're talking hacks. No, you want those hacks. So let's go ahead and get to the money. In our next video today, we're talking about discoverability. The number one way to make sure that your content is discovered. You've heard it before. You're going to hear it again. It's hashtags, baby. Hashtags. It's all about the hashtags. Yes, this was something that was trending with Twitter. I've never been a Twitter person. And I know that they tested it out on Facebook. It ain't working on Facebook. But when it comes to Instagram, that is the way that you get found by people that are not already following you. When it comes to hashtags, you have two different kinds. A bunch of different kinds, but we're going to break it down into two different groups. You have large hashtags, and then you have small hashtags. Large hashtags are things like hashtag Fashion Nova, hashtag long hair don't care, hashtag rainbow hair, hashtag makeup, just really general hashtags that when you search them, you are looking at hundreds of thousands, if not millions of posts that have used that hashtag. So those are large hashtags. Then on the smaller side of things, there are hashtags that only have dozens or hundreds, maybe thousands of posts that are tied to them. These might be, let's go back to our favorite place, Timbuktu of Mali, Timbuktu hair extensions. You get where I'm going with this. Oakland hair extensions, Oakland lace front installs, Oakland full lace wig installs. Those are smaller hashtags. I would say if there's a hashtag that you're interested in using that only has 100 or a couple hundred of posts tied to it, definitely use it. That just kind of guarantees that you're going to show up on the feed when anyone else searches for that hashtag. And I always say it's a good idea to mix large hashtags with small hashtags, mostly small hashtags. I'd say like 4 out of 5 would be small ones, and then 1 out of 5 would be a large hashtag. When it comes to the larger hashtags, it's Instagram's algorithm is baffling to people that just like only focus on the algorithm. But if you want to be seen with one of those more popular hashtags, say a makeup hashtag, your post needs to kind of be trending in order to make its way to the top of that feed. Yes, you can swipe over to most recent posts that have used that hashtag, but you'll find that there are people that are just using general large hashtags. Like say you want to push a beauty product and you hashtag beauty. Well, there are also people that just hashtag beauty, just hashtag Kim Kardashian, just hashtag Rihanna in every single post, whether it's on topic or not. So you're also competing against those things. When it comes to a smaller hashtag, you don't really have to worry about that. People aren't going out of their way to try and siphon any attention away from this tiny hashtag, but you are going to be competing with that with the larger hashtags. It can be done. You can generate traffic from that, but it's a matter of big fish, small pond, or big pond, small fish. And I always prefer to be the big fish in the small pond. Another thing for you to keep in mind when you are putting out your content is every time you put out a post, you have an opportunity to kind of cross collab with things that are outside of the hair extensions industry. Because I've done my homework and did my avatar worksheet, I know that my avatar loves her some Fashion Nova. It's affordable, it's true to size, and it's consistent. So I wear Fashion Nova. I use the Fashion Nova hashtag in my posts. I use Fenty Beauty when I'm talking about what I'm wearing on my lips because I know she loves her some Riri. Every hashtag is an opportunity for you to put your brand in front of people that could be interested in it. So while Fashion Nova and Fenty Beauty might not be hair extensions hashtags, they are parallel to what my avatar is searching for online. So what I'm doing is reverse engineering what my avatar wants to see. Luxurious hair, full on beat, Fashion Nova. Like if you look at Fashion Nova's page, they aren't reposting anyone that has less than 5,000 followers. They get hundreds of thousands of tags every single month, but the only people they're choosing to repost are people with large followings that post regularly. Why? Because that's an opportunity for them. Be conscious of your posts. Just like how they are being selective with who they decide to repost on their own page, you can be that selective with your hashtags if you're conscious about all of the opportunities every photo or video presents for you. One thing that I did that I suggest you also do to help with efficiency, and this is kind of leading into our next video about scheduling, but you need to set yourself up for success. The more work you set aside to do now in planning out your Instagram strategy, which doesn't, I know that seems daunting. It doesn't need to be a whole thing. It just needs to be like you posting at least 3 times a day. That could be your whole Instagram strategy. But when I first started out, what I did was research. I went to the most popular hair stylists and hair extensions business pages, and I looked at what hashtags that they were using. How many likes did this post that they put up get with these hashtags? How many likes did this post get that had these different hashtags, even though these were similar? Doing all of that, I created clusters, we'll call them, just groups of hashtags, like 15 of them for me to use. So anytime I'm posting, I can just pull a hashtag from here. If you've been on our page, you know it's mostly inspiration posts. So if we are posting a hairstylist that lives in Las Vegas, then I go to the cluster of hashtags that says Las Vegas hairstylist, Las Vegas lace front installations, Las Vegas closures, Las Vegas, and just all of that stuff and put it inside of that posts. Because we're tapping into this person that we're reposting's local following and letting them know that, hey, we support her and we also have something here that you can come and look at. Topical hashtags, super important. Challenges, look out for all of the wig challenges that we're going to be putting out there, because I think that's just, it's a way for us in the hair community to generate a ton of engagement, like how you guys saw the Bratz challenge did. Tons of engagement, tons of people excited about it. Let's bring that same thing over here. Get that topicality, get that excitement and that community around these hashtags building up. So that's us stepping into our role as industry leaders. For you, you can do the same thing in your own community. You can create your own hashtag and use it in every single one of your posts. You can give your hashtags to your customers and let them know, hey, use this hashtag that we just created, and when we see your post, we'll give you 10% off your next purchase. All of that stuff is possible, but you just need to make sure that you are in the mode of using hashtags with every single post. So hashtags, super, super important. You should be including them in every single post. They are the number one driver of discoverability for your new page, and they are the reason why our page is growing so fast, why we get so many clicks onto our website from our Instagram account, and why we are banking.